Hello everyone, welcome to our videos of the 3ds Max SDK. My name is Kamia Simon. Do not forget to subscribe. Alright, so we want to continue with where we've been before. Do not forget that we're starting the simpler way by knowing how to go around with creating of the plugins using the documentation and Visual Studio. Alright, so previously we learned how to display a message in 3ds Max using the pop-up prompt or the prompt on the H panel. And now today we're going to see how do we show what we've our activity as we debugging in 3D Studio Max. Now debugging, something can happen. For example, before you create something live, all you can do is create the math and debug. For example, you can make the number of times, you can display the number of times a button has been pressed. You can display the position of the mouse. Okay, now some of that may not be direct in Max, but it may be in the debug because the user of the plugin doesn't need to see everything. It's your back-end mathematics. All right, so in this part of the video, remember we under the learning path, okay, and we under the sample utility plugin. All right, so in this part of the video, they indicate to us that at some point you probably want to debug your plugins to fix bugs, to observe the flow of the program. For example, if you want to see that if I press this button, this does and this and this and this. So you can refer to the topic in debugging, okay, in 3ds Max Studio. I've right clicked on that. You can also do a debug print. All right, so the debug print function is for logging errors, reporting values or events, something I've just explained, and tracing information in your program. For example, you can use it in the plugin wizard function of the library desk. Okay, so this will happen whenever we do something in the plugin wizard. All right, so they're telling us that we get it from the DLL entry.cpp. okay, so remember that DLL stands for Dynamic Link Library, and they tell us it's a file that contains a library of functions and other information. Therefore, if you create your own DLL, the software can reach to that DLL and work on a function, and then it gets the feedback. So when a program is launched, it links to the necessary DLL file created. So you can have different dynamic link libraries doing different functions. All right, so they are saying in the dll.cpp, and here it is, dll entry.cpp. so when you click on it, they are asking us to look for the lib class desk or lib class description. So lib class desk int, and here we are. So this is the file, and these are the different functions and classes as arranged in the Solution Explorer in Visual Studio. All right, so they are telling us that that we can copy. They are telling us that we can copy this, okay, and add it to that class. So I can copy it here and then come and add it here. All right, so let me save all, and then now remember we have maxtest.cpp, our initial, and then we have the entry.cpp. all right, I can pin that. I can also pin this so that anytime I need them, I just take on them. So what we're going to do under the DL entry, we've added this, and then we're going to run the debug. All right, so as it is launching Max, they are indicating to us here that the above code will print a message in Visual Studio's debug output whenever 3ds Max calls a library class description function or lib class desk function in our DLL. So you can find the output window in debug menu, Windows output. Okay, so they are telling us that we can find it from debug, Windows, and then we'll look for output. All right, so meaning you can look at all this, meaning whatever is happening in 3D Studio Max the other side, in Visual Studio we have a log message or a debug message. For example, it is showing all it has been doing. It is launching Max, and now it is running this and this thread. Alright, so 3D Studio is launched now. I'm going to clear whatever has been running. Alright, so I'm going to clear. Okay. So I need to make sure that the debug, okay. In most cases you may find it this side, but I pinned it. Make sure that it is shows show output from debug, not output from build, not output for anything. Also, right, so I'm clearing, all right, and then I'm going to go to 3ds Max. I go through this, okay, then I'm going to click on our utility. Okay, so this is under the utilities panel. All right, so let's check again. Nothing yet, and then we click on our Max test. All right, so you can see that the moment we clicked on our utility plugin, we got this called here. So it says the lib class was called, all right, with the input of 0, 1. Now we're going to go beyond that. For us, what we're going to do, we're going to go back to our plugin, okay, and then we do one thing. Okay, so we're going to go to the prompt, and then after the push prompt, we want to print a debug, okay, that the prompt has been clicked. The prompt has been clicked, and then we go to the other, we debug again, okay, that the prompt now has disappeared. All right, so we're going to restart our 3ds Max plugin again. All right, so let me eliminate I. Okay, so it's showing me that we have errors here, so let me eliminate I because I do not have any I variable there. All right, so I run again. All right, 3ds Studio Max is launched. All right, so I'll come back to the to Visual Studio, then choose output, and then I clear to make sure that I don't have anything there. All right, then I'll come to our utilities and click on Max Test 1. So you see we have the item here, the message here being displayed. So let's check, and it says that the prompt message has been clicked. All right, so let me unclick it. Okay, or click once so that it disappears, and then it will tell us again that the prompt has disappeared. All right, and then when I click again, it shows, and then all right, the prompt has been clicked over here. Now this is the way we shall be checking on our debugs. All right, so we shall be checking in if the software is responding to our calculation calls and whatsoever, the pressing of the button. So we're going to go step by step. All right, so you don't need to do all the mathematics, suffer, because the button may simply do something while you're not getting the actual results. Okay, so just like in any other software, programming software, this is our debug. Thank you for watching. Do not forget to subscribe, share, and like.